We are now joined by Adar Poonawalla, the person that we all look up to in a crisis like this, because he's taken some amazingly selfless decisions and risky decisions which could really help us beat this, win this war against the virus. I just wanted to ask you, Adar, there was a bit of a setback, which it's great that you stopped and you checked it out and you've gone ahead and you just didn't ignore it like some vaccine developers may be doing around the world. What is the current status? Is that worry of a spinal effect now put to rest? It's got nothing to do with the vaccine. It was something completely different.
Good evening, Pranoy. Amit uncle, nice to talk to you both. Yes, it was a bit of a setback because, it's not like switching on and off a car. If you have to shut down a trial or pause a trial, you have to redo a few things, and we've almost lost a month, and I'm trying to claw that back. The issue that happened in the UK was vaccine. It wasn't vaccine related. It was a neurological disorder. It was unfortunate that that patient got that issue, and apparently some other family members with that, they suffer from the same issues. So it was clearly ruled out that the vaccine is perfectly safe. The Indian drug controller also let us restart. And I think, by December, January, we should be on track by then to have the vaccine license. But again, let's not confuse that with how many people will actually get the vaccine by then. It takes a long time. I'm in touch continuously with all levels and areas of the government to be able to roll out the vaccine in huge numbers and volumes across the country, and that is a Herculean task. So even though we'll be licensed in December, January, by the time everyone gets it, it's going to be a while after that.
Adar, this looks like a huge financial risk you've taken. How much have you put in so far, and how did you manage to come up with this kind of infrastructure for COVID facilities so rapidly and so quickly? I mean, it's quite amazing.
No, that's a very nice question. Early on in March, April, nobody knew if a vaccine would ever work, would be developed. And I took that risk early on, and a lot of my critics said that, if you're betting and investing so much on one or two candidates, what if it doesn't work out? You're going to spend hundreds of millions of dollars of your own money and then have nothing to show for it. And, it was a major risk. Right now, it's looking to be, well-placed risk because, we had to commit at that time. If I didn't take that decision at that time to do it, we wouldn't have the infrastructure today. We would just start to build it. And part of the other reason also is that the whole world is now looking to India to supply vaccines to them, because we and one or two other companies in India started planning in advance and building additional capacity ahead of demand. That's why, the world looks at India today to provide vaccines even to them. And it's going to be a great moment for India when the vaccine is licensed, because we can help out our friendly nations and so many other underprivileged nations in poorer countries in Africa and other places where they can't get access to the $20 priced vaccines that, the big pharma companies are going to be making.
Although hopefully and God willing, something works out positive for you, would you be able to build further the infrastructure that you already have done in case your product becomes worldwide and is recognized worldwide and the need is much larger than what just is required in India?
No, so Bill Gates and Gavi were very kind enough to give us a couple of $100 million to help us and financially support us. And with that, we're also building the world's largest pandemic facility once and for all, which can produce 1 billion doses every year. So, God forbid there are future pandemics or the coronavirus pandemics continue, we will at least be self-sufficient as a nation and also be able to help others. So that's what I'm doing at the moment.
That's wonderful.